So many times in these kinds of communities, and City Heights in particular, which we're working on presently to try to create this same kind of presence and importance in the middle of a community, is these families oftentimes don't have a backyard or a front yard for their kids to play in and be in. So these parks become their playground, their backyards, their front yards, and they come together as a community family instead of individual families.
The community of City Heights has been collaborating to put up a mural in Teralta Park. They remain invested despite the many challenges they have faced.
For me, and I think many of those that we've worked with in the community over the last half dozen years, the impact that the mural can have on the park really speaks to the value that was behind the initial conceptualization or interest in having this community art within the park. It's very much a community-based, community-driven mural because of its content and intentions can help, create an additional sense of kind of pride and ownership in the park.
Murals are identified as a #1 deterrent from graffiti vandalism. I thought money could be better spent than just painting out walls to have the activity reoccur over and over again, and therefore the money expended for it over and over again. If we created murals instead of just painting out graffiti vandalism, we can engage those same vandals in that process, and then they become part of giving a voice to the community and connect them to the community, which then turns around and instead of being looked down upon in the community as vandals, they become a part of supporting the community.
This specific mural initiative goes back about 7 years now when we began the Teralta Area Community Safety Initiative. And what's holding it up right now, seemingly, which kind of puts us feeling like there's a stalemate, is agency policy the last 2 or 3 years that on the surface prohibits any text, therefore wording, within what they call transportation art. So that's the struggle right now, is getting past that. Schools surround this park. We want, from a literacy standpoint, to have some words there to associate, connect with the images. But, there is a history behind the park of CalTrans and others committing themselves to having, art in the park. The sense we have right now is they actually embrace the mural overall in terms of what it's about. It's really park art. I mean, it's, this policy, is associated with what's called transportation art, and technically it is, but it's facing into the freeway, above the freeway. It'll never be visible to anybody zooming along on State Route 15. So it's, clearly not a safety issue as far as distraction goes.
I am a resident of City Heights for 47 years, community activist, and also president of Teralta West Neighborhood Alliance. This is what it's all about. We're about bringing our community together and to see community members, to see residents and their families there in the park means a lot. So by having this mural there, it will also mean a lot because the mural is going to go the whole entire length of the wall.
It's very much a community-based, community-driven mural. All the content, its messaging, the imagery came from the community over an extensive period of surveying, focus groups, taking it back to get feedback on initial drawings and so on.
When you go out to see the wall, then you're really going to put 2 and 2 together, and it's going to be beautiful when it's done.